claim the Apple Cup, always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified the resolve to bring home the apples. On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains, you can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Washington's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Occasionally, Washington State can fall victim to an impending sense of doom, but they forgot all about Cougar it and put a hurting on the Huskies the last time they saw them.
And after that blowout win against Washington, you know, there were a lot of Cougar fans that wrote letters to the Big Ten commissioner saying, hey, you want to rethink that decision? Inviting Washington into your conference.
And I'm here for all that pettiness. I absolutely love that by the Washington State fans. They destroyed their rival, making a point, winning the Apple Cup, and now they got a chance to do it again.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Corralled and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5. Line getting set on second down. Give to the running back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They have it at the 43. 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. JKS. Lets it fly. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Trying to make one miss. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So Washington State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And we get our first look of the day at Broc Lowry. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years, but this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. David, you're the analyst. I'll defer to you, but it was as if he saw cover one and says, I'm attacking downfield.
I like that. You should always defer to me in all situations, but exactly right. See the safety. Now I know the outside third of the field is mine. It's a one-on-one matchup with the corner. I like my guy. He likes him for a reason because he just made a big play for him.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on. Touchdown, Cougars! Fitted in the window for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Songapolatelli. Out wide left, it's Lawson. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Songapolatelli on the play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at touchdown, Washington! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. On the ground, it's Voorhees. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Handoff to the single running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Reels it in. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it. Makes his man miss. Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might have a chance. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Running inside, it's Daniels. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Unleashes one. Left side, it's Daniels. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Driving forward, it's Daniels. Stopped right there.
Now, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Tries to get it himself. Bring him down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Out wide left, it's Hawkins. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Sangapolatelli, play action. Between the hashes, it's Lawson. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Quick give, it's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Throwing Sangapolatelli. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Washington State lines up quickly. Handoff again. Uh-oh, look out. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Straight ahead, it's Daniels. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Moving out to the right. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Got his man in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Snags it quickly on the left. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 5 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Boilermakers in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Let's now take a look at top 25 action. Now back over to your game inside Husky Stadium. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Jaren Kiave Songopolatelli. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. A lot of ground to cover and they need a chunk here on second down. Cuts it upfield. It's Hawkins. And he put the brakes on him. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Songopolatelli from the gun on third down. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. It's blocked. He couldn't get it away.
And you got to give the special teams coach a lot of credit. He's been game planning this all week long. He saw something on film that made him believe they might be able to get some push and get some penetration right up the middle of the field, and it worked. Huge play on the block punt.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Give to the fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Cougar! No step back in Week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Riley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you see.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Look at the big fella roll.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They're going to run it, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wazzu!
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. Down he goes.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
JKS finds a tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Caught on the RPO. Turning it on. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Huskies are rolling down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Again, it's Sangopolatelli. He'll throw it. Left side, it's Riley. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They go play action with Sangopolatelli. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Sangopolatelli. They're all over him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on third down, Sangapolatelli looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. There he goes. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And he avoids the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but
makes the catch, and he's free. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Throws it off the RPO. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Riley. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Right at the line. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Riley. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Follows his blocks. It's Riley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Sangapolatelli. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll ride him again. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's got enough. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Washington State will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Voorhees. Beck's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gives it. Enough to move the chains. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Tonight, Cougar will carry an entirely different connotation. It stands for taking down your rival as Wazzu wins the Apple Cup. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.